Welcome to another edition of Pittsburgh Sportsline at Olive Oil's Pizzeria, 930 Brookline Boulevard. Thanks to Frank Fanera, who's away on a Cub Scout trip. We appreciate your pizza, $5 large one-topping pizzas, $5 large hoagies. People are eating and enjoying it. Thanks to Smokin' Jim for the Smokin' Jim Frazier birthday batch and Pittsburgh Sportsline Hall of Fame TV show. I'm glad you all found 930 Brookline Boulevard. Jennifer's at 616 Brookline Boulevard. She has a store here. She can talk about it. Oh, she'll be a guest later on. We'll cover that. I'm Al Levine, the talking machine. Co-host Smokin' Jim Frazier. His age is unknown. His birthday is well known. Not the year. We'll continue with the show. This show will be seen Wednesday night, 7 o'clock to 8 on Verizon 32 everywhere in the greater Pittsburgh area and only Comcast 7 in Bethel Park. That's what happens. It'll be taken to the studio and put up. We have a lot of sports for you. Thanks for watching us on Comcast 7 only in Bethel Park. And you can watch us from Nemacolin to Cranberry, Wexford, and all points in between on Verizon 32. We have over 500 TV shows. We've been doing this since October 20th, 2011. So we're pretty proud of our 7th year in business and appreciate all the likes on Facebook, 6,600 and I think it's 64 likes. So appreciate that, watching our show and liking it. We're sponsored What's on Your Mind by Skeets Lewandowski of Skeets Service Station. He works on anything and everything that runs on gas. If you have a problem with any gas vehicle, lawnmower, boat, truck, you name it, he'll fix it. Just give him a call, 724-348-7415. So give him a call. We're going to start our show off with one guest to begin, and then we're going to go, well, we'll do What's on Your Mind first. So got to ask Smokin' Jim Frazier, what's on your mind?
Thanks, Al Levine, the talking machine. And if you want the green,
I'm reaching back.
You got to see Levine.
Thanks for not breaking.
And he's famous for a big can of spray tan.
Let me just verify this is a real tan. It's a real tan. Smokin' Jim is a known, not truth sayer, but he mistakenly lies about spray tan. I wouldn't know that, except he is darker today.
Big hand for Hall of Fame photographer Frank Fabus is in the house. Pittsburgh Sportsline Hall of Famer Skip Atkins is here. National and international model, the current reigning Mrs. Pennsylvania America, Sindel Taylor. Now that LeBron James plays for the Los Angeles Lakers, the Cleveland Browns, it'll be another 52 years before Cleveland wins another world championship. You know, Cleveland is known for being the mistake by the lake, the drive, the fumble. They're always getting everything wrong. It was wrong for LeBron James to leave Cleveland the first time, and it's wrong for him to leave Cleveland now. Steve Harvey is from Cleveland, and he crowned the wrong Miss Universe. Don King is from Cleveland, and it was wrong to let him out of jail. Arsenio Hall is coming back to America, but he ain't never going back to Cleveland because Drew Carey said the price ain't right. The reason Pittsburgh is the city of champions because we ain't never lost the legend. Mario Lemieux has never left the city of Pittsburgh. Sidney Crosby, Roberto Clemente, Willie Stargell, Mean Joe Green, my favorite football player of all time, Jack Lambert, Terry Bradshaw, the Bus, Jerome Bettis. Listen, when it comes to Pittsburgh, the old saying is true. Once you go black in gold, you never go back. I'm proud of being from Pittsburgh. I'm proud of calling everybody here friend. And please, a big hand for the 2018 Pittsburgh Sportsline Hall of Famers.
Somebody tell me, is he done? I can't hear a thing. Whatever you said, they enjoyed it. I don't think you repeated yourself very much. I'm not as entertaining, but what's on my mind is baseball all-star games coming up, and they have something called, all of you watch it, including Smoking Jim, who doesn't really like baseball. It's called the Home Run Derby. Now, two of the best home run hitters are on the Yankees. Your team, right? You were just saying last week that that's your team. Aaron Judge and Carlos Stanton, they're not going to be in the Home Run Derby. I hate to break it, but it's been on ESPN all day. They're not going to be in the Home Run Derby. Judge went into a slump after last year winning the Home Run Derby. He couldn't even hit a baseball. So this year he's going to just keep doing what he's doing, hitting home runs and knocking in RBIs. So you can't argue with that. We're going to start this show right now. First guest of the night is a friend of our show's, Mario Tempest. He's not going to be on the show, but her name is Christine. Come on up. Tell them your name.
My name's Christine Gershio. I am a school teacher in the Borough School District. A lot better than Gateway, I'm just saying. Smoking Jim,
Let me shake your hand. No guest has ever given a knockout punch in the first 30 seconds of our show. I'm inducting her in the Pittsburgh Sportsline Hall of Fame. 22A. She's 22A next year.
Thank you.
Just for that comment alone.
All right, great. Al, thank you. I am here on a very serious matter. We are promoting a golf benefit for Brian Shaw, the police officer that was killed in the line of duty last November. The date is to be announced. We are looking for golfers and sponsors. It will be in September in Lower Borough. If anybody would like to play Mario Tempest, you can reach him at 412-417-7301.
Those are large numbers.
Thank you.
I can see them all the way here.
All right, good.
Could you repeat that?
Yes, 412-417-7301.
Sponsors, golfers, if you have
Anything
prizes
like
for
that.
raffles,
Prizes.
anything like that to help out, it's a great cause.
It's absolutely a great
We help
cause.
plenty of charities. We end each show with Stay Joey Strong. And I have to give a little side note to that. Joey's dad, Dave Fabus, went into the hospital yesterday for a heart transplant. So he had a successful surgery, and he's recovering. His brother Frank gave me the latest update, showed me a picture. Looks like he's fine. So I had to give that, but help this fallen officer's family and
Absolutely.
friends, and
Support the foundation.
call Mario.
Call Mario.
Thank you, Christine. Any parting shots at Smoking Jim? No.
No,
Nope. All right.
I think I know Smoking Jim's real age, though. I'm not going to say that.
Just stutter it.
I think 58.
Okay, thank you. Now, the next part of the show, I really don't know what's going on. Even though I created Pittsburgh Sportsline, I have no vote in the Hall of Fame. Smoking Jim has the final vote in every final ballot here in the Hall of Fame. I heard there's 7 inductees. I've seen them. I've heard them. I've met them. So I'm not sure. Well, 7 I heard. Is that okay? We stand corrected. 6 is the magic number, Smoking Jim.
Yep.
Can you swallow first?
6.
Thank you. How are we starting the show?
I tell you what, I don't know how we got him here. This is a guy, you probably seen him on TV, on HBO, Help a Brother Out, Showtime. He's done boxing, amateur, professional. He's been in the cage, MMA. He's been professional wrestling, and we all know that's real. Big hand for former and current and the first Pittsburgh Sportsline Hall of Famer, Dan Bogan.
As I always say, you always feel fine when you're on the line. Happy birthday, Smoking Jim. Both you guys, I got to say, you both age like fine wine or cheese. I'm over here aging like
You
milk.
got a little brother in you with the dreadlocks?
He just noticed the dreadlocks.
Well, they're brand new. They're the last 27 years, so you'll have that. Anyway, you guys look fantastic as always. I thank you for having me back. It's always a pleasure and an honor.
Thank you, Dan.
You guys look great. I'm not looking my best. I've not been getting a lot of sleep lately. The last couple of weeks, like 2-3 weeks, I've had this girl keeps waking me up between 11:45 and 1 a.m. beating on my door. She keeps it up. I'm going to open up and let her get out. So, it's always good to see make his famous Frank famous. And, the first time I saw this girl, she made my eyes water. Found out it was the pepper spray, but our current Mrs. Pennsylvania, Sindel Taylor, she'll make your head turn, your heart burn. She'll make your permit look. She's a permit learner. And about the MC, why'd you warn her? But it's always great to have her. Are you guys ready to start our 2018 Pittsburgh Sportsline Hall of Fame induction?
No, we're waiting.
Okay. I always like to tell this. There's the rumor I've heard, there's like 15 people in this committee, and they offer up to Smoking Jim somewhere between 5 and 30 inductees. He picks the top 7 or 8, 6, 7, 8.
Not that you're lying.
I don't know this for a fact.
Not that you're lying, but I've never heard that.
And really, you might think this is sort of this is very important to you people. I swear to God, from time to time, your name will come up on social media, maybe even on the radio, the letters HOF or Hall of Fame, and your first name will follow it for the rest of your life. And I know that firsthand, and I'm very flattered, and I consider it an honor. So
it is an honor.
Thanks to Pittsburgh Sportsline to continue doing this. If we're ready for our first inductee into the 2018 class of the Pittsburgh Sportsline Hall of Fame, this competitor has recently competed in the World Beauty, Fitness, and Fashion Show. That was for the WBFF. She won her pro status in an open bikini division, has been awarded her WBFF pro card as a bikini diva. She's none other than Belle Vernon's own Irene Beliso Mingrino.
Thank you.
Let's get a...
Thank you. Is this already on?
Irene, it's on. It's not a PA system. It actually goes to the camera.
Okay, I didn't know if there was a switch that I had to turn on.
It's on. It's live. We're
it's
live.
It's nice to finally meet you. I always see you. Yeah, we are friends on Facebook, but we finally just met, which is quite lovely. So it's nice to meet you. Thank you so much. This is very, very nice. I'm quite honored to
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. He just took it from me. I got it and he took it
Well,
away.
I'm holding it so they get a nice camera shot. Look at that shot.
Can I get it back now? Just kidding. But
No,
thank
here,
you so
hold it.
much. Thank you.
Watch you don't get hurt. That's heavy.
Sharp, pointy edges. Thank you
Yes.
so much.
You're welcome.
I've been competing for several years. I took a couple years off. I've been a fitness enthusiast since I was 5 years old. Arnold, Tamia Marjova was my role models. My father's been my role model when I was a little girl in elementary school. Barbie dolls was my favorite, and He-Man was Barbie doll's boyfriend. So
Nice choice.
that's how it went with me. And I slept with 5-pound dumbbells. So that's how it went with my life. And I've been working out ever since then. And
Well, it seems like it worked out very well.
it has, and I've been working out ever since then, and working out has been my passion, and I've been suffering quite a bit the last couple of years. I have a small mass in the back of my brain. I go blind randomly, and I have blurred vision. I have pernicious anemia.
What are they doing for you? That's terrible.
I see a neurologist every once in a while. Well, I see a neurologist daily and an endocrinologist, and
You have to explain that to Smoking Jim.
yeah, and
That's
I have,
above his pay grade.
I have a high white blood cell count in my brain, so I'm on medication. But my point being is, for my kids, my 4 kids that I have, and for everyone out there, no matter what obstacles you have in life and no matter what you're going through, don't let anything stop you in life. Don't let anything stop you in life. Just keep going and feel blessed that you have every day in your life. Feel blessed that you have today, because you don't know what's going on. You don't know what's going to happen for tomorrow. that's just what I want to say.
Thank you for that
That's all I want to
inspirational
say.
speech.
And I'm honored to receive this. Thank you so much. Thank you.
And good luck in the future, too, in all your other competitions.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
And a prayer for good health.
Thank you. Amen. Amen.
World's greatest teeth.
Thank you. Thank you.
I want to send out a shout out to a good friend of mine. You guys know him. He's ridiculously handsome, Jim Alljay. He's the one I have to thank for introducing me to you two. I wish you would forgive him and get over it already. I want to, forgive and forget. This man now has a fan club, actually. There's a girl out in his area named Beth Kohler. She calls it the JA fan club, which she says it's the Jackass fan club, but we all know it's the Jim Alljay fan club. So I want to say thanks to Jim Alljay for everything he's done for me, including introducing me to you fine folks. He's been a good friend. He writes for Steel Nation MMA and follows the athletic and combat sport industry, and is just a great person all around.
He's getting in the Hall of Fame soon.
I hope so. I'd like to see that happen someday.
When's that going to happen?
There's always next year.
All right, thanks.
All right, if we're ready for our next inductee into the Pittsburgh Sportsline 2018 class, this man is a full-time professional artist for over 30 years. He started his career managing and sketch portrait and doing caricatures at Kennywood Park. He developed a fine oil painting career over a long period of time with a focus on local scenes, Pittsburgh industrial history, and Italy paintings, where he's been inspired by his several trips there. He's drawn caricatures and exhibited his paintings of fine art and prints by hundreds of events, including festivals and galleries and shows in smaller venues. He taught classes in Pittsburgh Center for the Arts, the Community College of Seton Hill University. He's also worked as a classroom assistant for master painter Daniel Green of New York. Ladies and gentlemen, it's with great pleasure I introduce to you our next inductee into the 2018 class of the Pittsburgh Sportsline Hall of Fame, Mr. Vince Ornato.
Vince, I've been looking for a good pair of sandals. Where'd you get them, buddy?
From the store.
Sindel has something for you.
Thanks. Good. Thank you. Well, I've had a lot of art awards and some accolades and different things, but when I got the notice about this, I just didn't know what to do. I've never been in a Hall of Fame.
Congratulations to the Pittsburgh Sportsline Hall of Fame.
In all seriousness, I met Al, about 5 years ago or so? 4 or 5, something
About
like
6,
that.
maybe.
And we've become pretty good friends, and I think it's kind of more him than me in a lot of ways. And I've got to know Jim, who I really like a lot.
How can you not?
Al and I like to go at it a little bit sometimes, but it's funny.
Really?
Just for anybody out there, when somebody reads down what I've done, half of my brain is, I've been at it a long time, so half of my brain's going, did I really do all that? It kind of surprises you. But
How many caricatures?
I estimate
Over 90,000?
Yeah, I'd say over 90,000.
If you need a
something like that.
caricature
Yeah.
that looks realistic,
Yeah.
3 minutes, Vince Ornato's the man. He's only done 3 of me, so.
I was also talking to a young artist about the print side. I sell prints of a lot of my oil paintings, and
At the art festival every year.
yeah, a lot of places, and a lot of my studio and internet major events and all.
Where's your studio?
Northside, Deutschtown near East Ohio Street is where I'm at. But it was, I figured out, I estimate over 1,500 art pieces, including originals, prints, commissions, and so on and so on. It's probably even higher if I
Hold
wrote
it. How do they get a
at
hold of
time.
you? You got me all pumped up, and I've seen your work.
Well, you could,
I'm not arguing with you now.
yeah, go to my website, vincetheartist.com. That's the painting website. The caricature site is idrawfaces.com, and you can contact me through there, vincetheartist.com, idrawfaces.com. So, yeah, it's been a great 30 years of doing artwork, and I'm looking forward to the next 30. So we'll see how things play out,
Thanks for being on our show and in the Sportsline Hall of Fame.
Thanks for the cake. Thanks for the pizza. Thanks for the fine friendship and fellowship.
You're welcome.
Outstanding. I've been DJing over 5 years at the
Where?
Gateway Inn on Route 8. It's one mile south of Bakerstown. It's in Richland Township, 0.2 of a mile north of Route 910. Right on Route 8, across from Applebee's. Skip and Gina own the place. Fantastic people. Sometimes bartender Rachel Kirk. I call her Captain Kirk, but she don't know it. Sometimes work. But our regular Thursday crew includes Cindy, the Mac Attack, Tracy Mack, and they're known. It's wing night on Thursday for their chicken wings. So I present to you the king of wing, the prince of poultry, the Wiccan of chicken, none other than our own never boring Chef Loring West. does the wing job. He gets them in there, and then after they're done eating, the special ends at 10, they're rubbing their belly to get these people out. They have me come in, play some music, and chase them the hell out. That's every Thursday night at the Gateway Inn, Richland Township, Route 8. And just for
Go ahead.
just because I want to, give it to us, Jim. The bar's named after your high school. It's the
Gateway
Inn Bar. Thank you. I appreciate that. It does my heart good to hear that. If we're ready for our next inductee into the 2018 class of the Pittsburgh Sportsline Hall of Fame, Pittsburgh refers to him as the Pittsburgh Poet. He resides in Green Tree and does his writings in his home office. He can be found reciting poetry at local libraries, nightclubs, bookstores, and even to himself. He writes because it makes people happy, and most importantly, because it's his passion in life. It always does my heart good to hear somebody do what their passion in life is. So it's with great thrill and privilege that I introduce to you our next inductee into the Pittsburgh Sportsline 2018 Class Hall of Fame, none other than, he's known as Rachel, but also known as none other than the legendary Billy Nardozzi!
Thank you very much, everybody.
You're welcome.
Oh, hi.
Congratulations.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. Wow.
That's one for you.
I don't believe
Congrats.
it, Alan.
Yes. Welcome aboard.
I mean, all my life I've been, in sports. On the contrary, no, not at all.
We're not going to talk about you crying in Little League, all right?
Oh, yeah.
Just because you couldn't hit the ball.
I could not. I was
Neither
afraid.
could he, and look at what he grew up to be.
I couldn't hit the fastball. I was afraid.
I play Pony League.
We have no verification of that.
So, Ellen and Jim, thank you so much for this prestigious award. Actually, real quick, do you mind? I wrote something in the thank you.
We assumed you might have.
Did you really?
Yes.
Can you hold that for a
I'll
second?
hold it just for you.
Okay.
We'll wait.
I'll keep eating.
And he said he was a vegan, and
I
there's
forgot to
pepperoni.
take the pepperonis off.
How'd they taste? So much.
I'm in money.
I wrote this a couple hours before I came here.
Wow,
That's why it's
there's
all
even chicken scratch
scribbled.
on
So I did it real quick. So I don't like to walk in anywhere with nothing in my
Without
hand.
a poem.
So,
And a poem of yours is on the wall. You brought it up here at one of our shows for Frank Fanera, Olive Oil's Pizzeria.
As I said, it's my passion. I write about anything
Let's
and
hear your
anything.
passion
Okay,
here.
here it is. I thank you, Ellen and Jim, for this wonderful and prestigious award. And I attend your Sportsline shows because I know I'll never get bored. Because you're knowledgeable and you're humorous, and you have a lot of class. Indeed. And when God created you both, He sure planted a very good seed.
Thank you, Billy. Great poem. Can I keep it?
Yes. It's yours.
Can you make me a coffee?
No.
I'll frame yours, Jim.
Thank you. Thank you.
So everybody,
How long have you been doing this? Tell the folks.
writing poetry.
Yes.
Actually, I started. My first poem was 1978. I wrote it about the Beatles, and I slacked off for a couple of years because I wasn't sure.
What got you started with that? Why did you do it?
Well, I love the Beatles. That's my group of all time. And I thought, if I'm going to write something, it'll be about someone I love. And so I did. And I actually sent it to the Pittsburgh Press was on strike at the time. And they wrote me back and said, would you like to send a photo for it and all that? And I sent my high school picture. And it got a lot of reviews, and I thought maybe it was something I'd like to do.
Sure.
And that's what prompted the idea, hey, I might have
So a
something
couple
here.
years later, you got consistent.
Yeah, a couple years later I got consistent, and now I can't stop.
Well, keep it
How
up.
about
There's even a
anything?
billboard. Where's your billboard at? My Rookie of the Year cameraman Steve sees it all the time.
Yeah, I have a billboard. It's on Bigelow Boulevard, and it's
With this smiling face.
Yes, actually, it's like. What I do is I coincide with every month of the year with a one-liner on it. So it's been
What's
a great.
the latest?
My latest one.
Yeah.
It's the 4th of July, And if you want to hear the one-liner,
Yeah.
do you really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't ask for no reason. Come on. You're the man of the hour.
Actually, they decorated it real nice. In the back, it has fireworks and everything. And the one-liner says, may you experience the fireworks of love.
That's it.
Yeah.
Excellent.
That's it. And I got a lot of calls from it. I'm not going to tell what they said. But anyway, I asked for it. You know, hey, yeah, if you're in the game and you can't take the criticism, you need to get out of the game. But I take it all because it's like...
I think you enjoy it.
I do love it. It's a passion of my life. I love making people happy. And I always keep it happy, nothing negative. Always happy, because the world we live in is kind of crazy. So I want.
You think?
Let's.
You think so?
I don't like to think it, but
all right.
It's good to know that there's things out there that can make you smile, and
like
not everything's bad.
Like Pittsburgh Sportsline and
Pittsburgh
Billy
Sportsline,
Nardozzi,
yes.
a.k.a. Rachel.
Yeah, a.k.a. Rachel. Yeah, that's the name I've been going by now. I thought because honestly, the way that I dress and everything, I've changed in that respect, and I figured, okay, let's.
I haven't seen a change in years. I don't know what you're talking about. It looks similar. What happened?
Something. Something.
Just checking.
But anyway, that's it, and I'm not going to sit here and talk about myself. But everybody.
Well, this is about you. You're allowed to.
Well, thank you, and guys.
We're glad to have you on board
for this Hall of Fame. I appreciate it very much. It's a huge thing in my life. When Jim contacted me, I was flabbergasted. I didn't believe it.
You weren't the only one. Everybody else that got a call, the people that I talked to, the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's very
and
nice.
Even I was shocked to find out who was in, because he didn't tell me.
No.
I just found out tonight.
But it's a huge award, and I appreciate it. I'll cherish it forever.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Go ahead.
It started last week when we were at Bill Boyce, the man with the golden voice's 4th of July picnic, which Mario Tempest was kind enough to come with me to. And Jim Frazier lectured me and preached to me on the virtues of a vegan diet. And Jill Bell, the Batgirl, has got to come around and find out that Jamie Chesney and Jim Frazier had it right all along. He says, you got to go in easy. He says, the vegan lifestyle, you could not be real strict. He says, if you ever have a craving for meat, you can have a little bit of fish. So I says, all right, I'm down with that. So some fish and a little bit of poultry is all right. We're good with that.
Hold it. I saw him eating.
Well, I said fish and poultry, and that's it.
His plate was loaded up with meat.
Well, and I said, that's good.
What were you looking at?
I said, just a little bit now and then. Just fish,
it was
poultry.
A plate like this.
Just fish, poultry, and a little bit of beef every now and then. There's nothing wrong with that. So I said, that's it. I'm on board. It's fish, beef, poultry, and pork, but nothing else.
What about that plate of pork?
I'm a vegan. And that's why I want 2 pepperonis to go tonight, too. I'm taking it serious. I'm taking 2. Olive oil's pizza's good. I'm taking 2 pepperonis.
Chesney's never going to believe you.
But we're vegans. Jim and I are vegans now. So.
I'm a vegan, too.
Yes.
Me, too. I'll eat a pizza. I'll raise a steak to that.
Renee, you may be the only true.
I'm Texas State Brazil after this.
Okay.
You know what they serve there?
Yes.
Okay.
What he ate on Sunday or Monday or
Jim
Wednesday.
said cheat days are days that end in Y. So I'm all right with that. So it's just every now and then, but
Every day. Go ahead.
Our next inductee is my favorite of the crew. Not that anyone cares what I think, but this man is a boxing legend. He boxed from 1965 to 1988. He's a 2-time super middleweight Golden Gloves champion with an amateur record of 49-12 with 24 knockouts. His pro record: 15 fights, 14-1. 14-1. That's 14 wins, 1 loss with 10 knockouts. Please welcome the Philly Dog, Henry Robinson.
Coach Rock, congratulations.
Thank you, Al.
Only gentleman ever met from Philly.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Would you please do the honors? Hold that.
I'll hold that for you.
Just for a little
See, he doesn't mind.
Just for a little while. Just for a little while.
Well, it was ready to poke you.
Smokey Jim and Brother Al, I'm very honored and humbled by this award this evening. I don't take this lightly.
This award came by many bruises, lumps, and pain and agony. But I tell you what.
And a lot of good work you do in the community.
As of right now. Back then, it was in the ring. But now it's to try to keep these kids off the street the best way we can.
I know. We've talked. I agree.
You and I have talked plenty of times. A little history back when I started out. My nickname was Squirt. I was like 4'9", and the kids used to run me home from school. Used to smack me in the back of the head, take my lunch money, knock my books down, knock my girl's books out of her arm. So
wow.
I didn't know how to fight, and I was the oldest of the family. So my dad said, "You know what? Enough of this.
Time.
You're going in the gym. You're gonna learn how to fight." But here's the thing: I got in the ring, and I liked it so much. I just wanted to start hurting people. So I said, "Okay, I want to learn to keep knocking them out." But you know what?
And how'd that go?
It went good. It went good. Although I tell you what, starting out back in 1965 with Brother Lee Moore, some of the older gentlemen here tonight may know of Lee Moore. Lee Moore was rough. He trained Rudy Bowles, Silky Nelson, and a few of the guys out of Pittsburgh. I started out with him.
Good.
I left Pittsburgh in '71. And I started training at a Gleason's gym out of Brooklyn, New York.
They're famous.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, that's where I learned my real skills.
Wow.
Out of Gleason's. And then I had the opportunity to fight a little bit out of Bronx, out of Saeed's dojo. And that's where I actually started getting my pro debut.
Get on.
I got my pro debut out of there.
Thanks for sharing that with us.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I appreciate it.
I wish I would have had the opportunity to fight a little bit longer. But the boy,
what happened?
Bobby McDowell, I fought him the first time and I knocked him out in the third round. I gave him a rematch. And in the rematch, he fought me dirty. And fighters would know, when you start fighting dirty in the ring, we're going to fight dirty back. Well, my coach kept hauling rock. You got him on point to stick and move, stick and move. Well, I was sticking and moving, but in my sticking and moving, I was getting madder. Hit me behind the head, hit me below the belt. And the only cut that I ever got in my boxing career was this little cut right here under this eye. He threw the left hook, and I slipped the left hook, and he caught me with the elbow. And I grabbed him, and I said, okay, this is where you want to do it? And I lost control. That fight caused me to tear my rotator cuff. I pushed him into the corner, getting ready to knock him out again. He cut my right arm in full extension, coming through. When he came through, it ripped. I wound up having to get 2 clamps, 6 screws, and cut the end of this collarbone off. Ended my boxing career.
Wow.
Right when I was on my way. I was getting ready to fight in Madison Square Garden, the contender for the belt. Never got a chance to do it. But you know what?
It wasn't meant to be.
It wasn't meant to be. But I still had the faculties and I still had the heart to give back to the kids in the community to try to help them stay off the streets. Back then, we fought. We didn't have guns and knives. We fought. You beat my butt. We have a drink of wine. The next day, we in the school talking, laughing and joking. But it wasn't no thing where now you got to pick up a gun. I'm going to shoot the whole family because I can't shoot straight. But here's the thing, if you can just reach one, teach one. We had big brothers when we were coming up. You didn't have a lot of these guys scared to talk to boys in the street. I ain't never seen a man scared to approach a boy. Now you're scared to approach a boy because he got too many guns on him, or he got too many friends that got guns. Wait, how they ever going to get mentored from another man with a positive aspect? You got these guys now that can give to these kids, but refuse to because they're afraid. But you got mothers trying to raise kids, raise men to be boys. Raise boys to be men, and they don't have that. My thing was, if you got a lot of anger, hostility, and frustration, take it in the gym. Take your frustration out in the gym. Get out the street. Let's take it in the gym. We leave it there. We started a gym in Braddock through the help of Jimmy Sabetti. The Braddock Police Athletic League boxing gym. That's the gym I did my first. You guys came out, I did my first fight show there.
Sure.
And one of the things that I did was I wanted Lynn Hayes Freeland to come out and give out the belt, give out the awards to all the fighters that won. She did. We honored Ed Acree for establishing that gym for Braddock, for the kids in Braddock. One of the things that we wanted to do, because Nia Page Community Center, where our gym was, the girl that was named after that gym was murdered in Braddock. It was Silky's granddaughter. So we wanted to keep that gym up. We wanted to keep the kids on the street, bring them somewhere. So we had the teachers start tutoring them. We had an anger management program coming in. We had a few programs coming in where these kids could learn, like pre-military, anything to keep their minds active and positive. We had not just boxing, but boxing's not for everybody.
Right.
So if it wasn't for you, wherever you could fit in, get in. If it was like we need to be tutored, we got a tutor for you. But these are the things that we tried to do. These were the things that I tried to give back. And I did that aspect, but I didn't want to leave that. I became an official. I became a ring official. You guys know I was one of the ring judges.
We've seen you in that ring.
Referee, you know. My thing was to get to the pro side, which I unfortunately never got an opportunity to get to that far yet because of some health issues. But I tell you what, if it's meant to be, God opened up that door. You know, but the main thing is that I wanted to be able to stay with boxing because that was a good way of life for me. And I became a pro cut man. So I work with pros throughout Pittsburgh and out of state. I have 9 pros that I work with as their cut man.
Nice.
So this is my way of giving back, brothers. So
appreciate you.
Well, I got to say, you're not the only one that has inspired me, Smoking Jim. Alan Levine has also inspired me. He told me all the virtues of a green tea, drinking this green tea stuff. So I started drinking it pretty heavy. I like it. It's not bad. The problem is my eye would hurt after I drank it, so I went to my optometrist. He said, take the spoon out. You didn't tell me about that. Same thing happened with my hot chocolate and coffee, too, by the way. Are we ready for our next Hall of Fame inductee?
It's up to you.
Me.
Go ahead.
Our next inductee is a 22-year-old that grew up as a student athlete. She played sports all her life. She was a tomboy and was determined to go to college for sports management. But in 2009, her life changed dramatically. And this sounds hard to believe, but an arcade game fell on her head. That sounds like a bad joke, and I'm not trying to make fun of that, but that's
you
terrible.
made enough of bad, funny jokes.
Yes, I have. She laid in a room for 13 months, a dark room for 13 months, no idea what was going to happen to her. But talk about a comeback story. She created Team Alyssa's Warriors. It was a team of friends and family that supported a 5K run to raise awareness. In March, she traveled to the Capitol to discuss brain injury survivors with Pennsylvania and speak on behalf of Pennsylvania, representing Pennsylvania, and to speak to Congress about what they can do more to help brain injury victims and survivors. The Brain Injury Association of Pennsylvania in Lancaster asked her to be the official brain injury resource line for Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania area. Her goal is to continue to raise awareness and help others, which that's a goal everyone can get on board for. So at this time, I would like to introduce to you our next inductee into the 2018 Pittsburgh Sportsline Hall of Fame, Miss Alyssa Dowds. Thank God that they fixed my eye.
Huh? Oh, well, Jim, I have a surprise for your birthday. I couldn't figure out which picture I wanted to give to you, so
Here, I'll hold it up.
you get 2.
That'll go in the 2 rooms that he has for sweeties.
Beautiful. Go ahead,
Jim, but you have to see her shoes.
I've seen it. They run nice.
I plan my outfits around my shoes.
Nice shoes.
And my lips.
Lips and shoes. What about fingertips?
Oh, no.
You let it go.
I don't have time for that.
Oh, my
Don't look.
goodness. You did well. Congratulations.
I remember when Jim told me that he wanted me in the Hall of Fame, I was really shocked and I didn't know. I was so confused. I was like, me? Why? Wait, what's the Hall of Fame? Are you kidding me? But honestly, Jim, you have helped me a ton in this journey. I can't thank you enough. And to you, Al, last time I was on this show, someone was watching who led me to another person, started networking, and
a lot of networking, and we put out a lot of positive
Yes.
karma.
Yes.
So hopefully that positive karma's rubbed off on you.
Well, I'm doing as much as I can, and
I like your
thank you guys
positive
enough.
attitude. And
Thank you.
I can't
Thank you.
tell you enough. I'm inspired every day by people like yourself. I'm truly blessed
Thank
to
you.
meet you and see what you overcome
I
on
know.
a day-to-day basis, sometimes a minute-to-minute, hour-to-hour basis, and you've explained that. So my heart goes out to you, and you're in my
Thank you.
prayers.
Thank you. I remember I used to be afraid going to sleep every night because I never know if I'd wake up in the next morning or what was going to happen to me. And
Sure.
that was in 2009 when CTE and all the football players.
That's only 9 years ago.
No one talked about that before, though. Like, this is all new. So we had no idea of anything, and we had
How do
to
you
learn
feel
it all.
today?
I struggle every day of my life. Like, right now.
I'd never
I can
know
feel
it.
my eye twitching because my face hurts
Go
so
ahead.
bad.
That's all right.
No, my
The camera
head,
won't pick it up.
My head hurts me every single day. I have to get injections.
Well, how do you
monthly.
overcome this? I got to ask you a question like that. How do you overcome
Honestly,
it? Yes.
my family. If it wasn't for my family, I would not be here right now.
Who's that video and you right there?
That's my sister.
Okay, well, I had to get a
She's
shout out to
big
her.
Help. Yes, love my sister and my parents especially. Honestly, if
You
it
can
wasn't for
mention
my
their names.
parents,
Mention their names.
Kathy and Bob. can't thank you guys enough. Yeah,
It's a
this is my
family-friendly
team.
show, so
This
we're
is my
bringing your
team.
family
But
in.
we have the whole crew back there. We're trying to be quiet, but there's a
That's
big group of us
okay.
back there.
You don't have to be. You're up here now. They can get loud
Yeah, but,
and crazy if they want to.
oh, don't tell
I want to
them.
see your dad
They
get crazy now.
My daddy's the craziest one. No,
No.
I'm kidding.
He looked like the most subdued one out of that bunch.
He has to control all us girls.
Does he?
No, but now I cannot believe where I'm at, and I'm so thankful. Like, if you would have told me years ago that I'd be going to the Capitol in Washington, D.C., like, helping others or showing up in a
Now they
room
gotta
full
go
of people
see
to talk,
you
like,
for
it's
help.
insane.
They have to see you now for
But
help.
I wouldn't trade it for the world.
That's
Like,
great.
I love it, and I love helping others, and I feel like I'm where I'm supposed to be. So
You
I
are.
just take it day
God
by
does
day.
work in mysterious ways, doesn't he?
As much as I struggle, and sometimes I'm like, why? Like, I wouldn't wish it upon anybody. Like, I'm struggling because I can do this. I'm strong enough, and I'm not going to give up.
Yeah. And there's no quit in your game.
No quitting.
Alyssa's Warriors.
I'm a warrior every day. Yeah, look, Jim's repping my new shirt. I'm so excited.
You know what? He looks good in that 5X shirt. He does look good.
Next time I go to New York for modeling, he's coming with me. Woo!
Well,
Yeah.
you can sleep in the tent that he's wearing.
Long as it's not the month I'm going to the Philippines.
Ooh.
Wow, he's a
Why did I
traveling
get an
man.
invite there,
Meanwhile, he
so-
doesn't have a passport, so I don't think he's leaving Pittsburgh or the hometown gateway. I don't want to say it too loud because he yells about that.
Well, happy birthday, Jim.
Thank you very much.
And this is
What's
awesome.
on your agenda?
So excited.
What's on your agenda now? What's
now
coming
I'm
up in the
doing-
next month or so?
I'm
I know
gonna
you always got something going
continue
on.
to go to doctor appointments.
Okay, that's one
And-
regular.
Yeah, seriously. And then,
How many do you see?
oh, I go to a lot. I go
Name
to
2 or 3 too.
pain, neurology, vestibular therapy. I have bruises all over from like losing my balance.
You're kidding.
I can never keep my
You
balance.
look so graceful when I see you walking by and pushing Jim out of the way. You look graceful.
Thank
How
you,
can
thank
that
you.
even be?
I try to just work it and laugh, but
You
sometimes
did.
it's really frustrating. Like everything that I deal with, I get so frustrated and like I just get so angry. But then I'm
What do
like,
they tell
oh,
you to
okay,
do
okay.
then when you're getting angry like that? Do they give you advice?
My mom will be like, "Chill out, Alyssa," or "Why are you snappy?"
Does that help?
She said on the phone today, she was like, "Why are you snappy?" And I'm like, "She said I didn't
notice.
think I was being snappy, but."
It was a surprise to you. Well, maybe it's something you have to work on. Why aren't you chilling out a little?
Seriously, because I don't deal with enough, right?
Put it like this, in my book, it's overloaded for you with what you have to deal with.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a patient man and, I'm truly blessed, but I don't know if I could handle it the way you're handling it.
I try to not think about it. This is just my normal now, so I'm just gonna keep working with it and keep sharing my experiences because that honestly helps me. Like talking to other people, seeing other people, like hearing their stories, like that's what it helps me and helps me be strong to like keep pushing and telling them it's gonna be okay. Like we're fighting through this. Like we're
You tell them,
brain
look, this
injury
is 9
survivors.
years I've been doing this,
See,
right?
Like people were like, "How long ago did it happen?" And I'm like 6 years ago, maybe. My mom was like, "No,"
9.
and I'm like, "Wait, what?" Like
You lost the
it's
number.
foggy looking back. Oh, two parts of my brain are permanently damaged, so
Is that what happened?
so I don't really remember.
Well, you're truly more blessed than I thought. That helps.
Yeah, 2 parts of my brain, so I struggle with like
But this did happen in 2009.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so I have to like read
Whether you
your
remember
lips
or not,
to like
it did
see
happen.
what you're saying because it helps me like comprehend.
That's all right.
and, like,
I can
reading
talk
and
slower.
stuff. No, you're good. I hear when people are like, "Hi, how are you?" I'm like, "I remember you. I'm fine. Like, I'm normal."
I'm not
Like,
talking
that's-
louder, am
no,
I?
you're good. You're
Okay.
good.
I'm just checking. Check that video your sister's taking there. Wait a second.
She's like my biggest fan.
She's doing a heck of a job right now. She's focused right on you.
She's pretty good.
She hasn't missed anything.
She knows my good sides too, so we're good.
Is that why you turned? Okay.
Do we turn this
I'll
way?
just, okay, flip back again. Was that better? She said that was better.
She better make me look good. These are going on Facebook.
Are they? Make sure you mention Pittsburgh Sportsline.
I know. I said to my cousin, I was like, everyone's like having a speech, and I was getting all nervous. I was like, I would think of something I want to say, and then I'd lose it. And I was like, man, I don't remember what I was going to say now.
Let me explain how simple it is. You just say Pittsburgh Sportsline. We got
Pittsburgh.
6,674 likes. So there's 6,000 new friends you have.
All right. Thank you, Pittsburgh Sportsline, for everything.
See how easy that is?
This is so awesome. I'm
And
so
congrats
excited.
to the Hall of Famer.
Thank you so much.
Welcome aboard.
One question
you.
before you go.
Yes.
Here, let us. Since he's talking so low.
I'm so nervous talking to one
He's
of my
letting you read his
heroes.
I
lips.
know it.
How many, can you let everybody know that's watching all around the world how many shots you've already had?
Hundreds. Like, I get 54 every 3 months, and then I get like 20 every month.
Where do you get the shots at?
Well, you can see my forehead doesn't really move because it's so full of medication. So I get 'em in my eyebrows, my forehead. I get a halo
What are
around
they
my
shooting
head.
you up with?
Botox, nerve blocks, trigger point injections, and then they go down my head
Does it help?
and into my neck.
Does it help
I
someone?
live off these. Like, I would never think that I'd look forward to getting shot up in the head all the time, but they save me. Like,
So it does help you.
yes,
Okay.
but they've been, like, they wear off faster and faster, and I don't know what the next options are going to be, but hopefully a lot more is going to be coming out, so I'm just going to stay hopeful.
Well, you stay positive and keep plugging away day by day. We're behind you 100%.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Still pursuing her modeling career, supermodel.
Yes.
Thank you, guys.
Take care.
I finally figured out why I feel fine every time I'm on the line. It's because every time Smoking Jim brings a female on here, they are painfully gorgeous, including tonight's Hall of Famers. He has an eye for the ladies that I'm envious of. All the ladies he has and knows seem to be unbelievably gorgeous and beautiful.
How
Thank
about
you.
the Sweeties for Jimmy he puts up every day?
I see that.
He calls that Beauty of the Day. I call it Sweeties for Jimmy.
I call it Jim's harem. Before we go any further, I want to thank my friends Josh Cromer and Robert Joseph for bringing me down tonight. Robert Joseph is the CEO of Epic Leap Entertainment and was a fight promoter for Gladiators of the Cage. By the way, their next event, July 28th at the Belmont Arena in West Katanning, Big Time Wrestling returns to West Katanning. Headlining that show will be Big Daddy Cool, Kevin Nash, James Ellsworth will be there. Let's see, Gilbert will be there. Who else, Robert? Jack Swagger will be there. The FBI will be there, and an all-star
Are you
card.
hearing voices? Or?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
July 28th at Belmont Arena, West Katanning. Big time
Just
pro
a-
wrestling
Do
returns.
they allow brothers in Katanning?
Absolutely.
I'll be there.
Absolutely. There's a couple on the card, I hear. And also, before we go any further, I want to mention, again, I got to give credit to the young lady that put Jim in his place and finally told the truth about Monroeville and Gateway. But anyway, Mario Tempest is with her, and Mario Tempest is the, one of the is unique in the Hall of Fame for Pittsburgh Sportsline, in that he's the only member that has a second member in the Sportsline Hall of Fame. He and his mother are both in there. And I really...
Ann was a great guest on our show, and her cookies were even better.
Is that right? I never got
Yes.
to try any, thanks to Jim and his
Tray
vegan diet.
like this she brought on the show because I interviewed her and we talked about Steelers. I said, Ann, do you mind if I eat these cookies while you talk? She goes, I can talk Steelers the whole time that tray's being eaten.
If Jim helps you, that's a 2-minute
No,
interview.
I didn't
probably.
let him. I didn't let him. It took about an hour.
Well, Mario's a great guy and has been a very good friend, and his partner, Kerry Rigotti, is partnering up with this Brian Shaw golf outing. And Kerry Rigotti's been a guest on your show, and
Yeah.
I also have him to thank for rehoming my new friend, my German Shepherd, the Hurricane Hunter, the devil of Tasmania. He helped do that. But when Kerry Rigotti gets involved in something, I mean, he sinks his teeth into it. The last thing he got involved with, it got so big, and it's still big in Pittsburgh, he doesn't even bother with it anymore. You've heard of the Three Rivers Rigotti, right? That's Kerry Rigotti.
Did you say Rigotti?
Yes, the Three Rivers Rigotti, yes.
I knew I didn't see that eye.
Anyway, it's time for our last and by no means least inductee into the 2018 Pittsburgh Sportsline Hall of Fame. This young lady is a fashion designer, a boutique owner, and a mother of children.
616 Brookline Boulevard.
From an early age, she struggled with many health-related issues, from passing over 100 kidney stones. That's not a typo, over 100 kidney stones, 7 kidney operation, and a forced hysterectomy at the age of 27. Her battles have never stopped her from achieving her dreams. Today, she holds the keys to her very first boutique, as well as a patent for her shapewear line. As a mother, she's learned to be patient and kind and understanding. And as a businesswoman, she's learned that there's nothing that a little girl can't fix. Ladies and gentlemen, our next inductee into the 2018 class of the Pittsburgh Sportsline Hall of Fame, Miss Jennifer Mendocino.
I think Sindel has something to say.
So I just want to tell you guys how important this woman is to me. This is one of my best friends in the whole world.
Wow.
She has been there for me since I started my journey as Mrs. Allegheny County, and it's just an honor to be able to present you with this award tonight. I can't even look at her. She's going to make me stare this way.
Let it out.
She
Don't
dresses
hold it
me for
back.
every event, and she's just there for me, and I love you so much, and I'm so proud of you.
It's going to run.
My eyes are going to be watery. They're going to be really shiny.
Here, I'll dab.
Dab me. Dab me. Dab me. Dab me. Okay, we're good. We're good.
I was dabbing.
Thank you guys for this.
Congratulations.
This is amazing.
Do you want me to hold that? Is that a little awkward? Renee,
It's
I'm holding
fine.
this.
I have 2 children. Nothing's awkward anymore. I do, but I want to say first that I'm just grateful for this. Extremely, extremely grateful.
You're welcome.
I am surrounded by some pretty amazing people tonight, so I am just truly blessed to be here, and I want to say thank you again.
You're welcome again.
Yes.
And you deserve
Happy
it.
birthday, Jim.
Can he open it?
Yes.
It's not another Sweetie for Jimmy photo.
It may be.
Ah, what a guess. He has 2 full rooms of Sweeties for Jimmy.
He's going to have 3 here soon. Yeah.
Wow. Nice pick.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Was
Happy
I right
birthday.
on the address of your
Black
place?
and red
Yes.
is my favorite color.
Well, see, there you go.
It was black and gold till he saw the photo.
Cal State is black and red.
Is that a song?
No, but I do want to say, again,
Did you design
thank
this
you.
dress?
I did not. This is actually
Last time
Cinderella
you were on
Taylor's
this
dress.
show, I asked you the same question.
You did, and I'm sure you'll ask me again
Yes.
the next time you see me.
Yes.
The
and
next
you
time I'll
gave
be
the-
prepared for it.
And you gave the same answer.
Then I won't
Yes.
probably
No,
next
it's
time I'll
not.
do better.
Didn't somebody buy this dress for her? Then she put it up for sale and they bought it? Was that the dress?
Man, you really know your stuff.
I don't just talk.
Jeez, that was like 3 days ago.
I don't just talk, I read.
I wish you was my neighbor because you're nosy.
Jeez, it's like, that was so soon.
How was it?
You pay attention to detail, don't
Yes,
you?
I do.
No houses would get robbed with you on the street.
Not too many do. But that is a nice dress.
I appreciate it. I
And
love
congratulations to you taking care of your friend. Now I find out who that angel was. Oh, is that it? Oh, okay. I can't keep track of all these stories. They're good stories.
it. They are. They're incredible stories. I mean, it's amazing when you sit in a room full of people that everyone has their own story. But to be able to sit and just talk to people and, we all
And to
have
be
our own.
successful at it like you're doing. Look, you opened up a store.
It wasn't easy, and we're
Nobody
times that
says that is. Being a businesswoman, businessman in business is hard.
you're right.
I
But
buy all my clothes out of the trunk of somebody's car on the hill where you were born at.
Oh, really?
no, really,
I can't verify those statements.
you can't deny or verify.
He makes up a lot of that stuff. But he tells me he's an honest man, so I'm not going to argue with him.
He's pretty honest. Look
I'll
at
just
him.
argue with Vince.
No, but thank you guys again. It's,
What's next for you?
Oh, I have a fashion show on the 15th.
Tell us.
It is for the Hats Off Alopecia Association. So they're coming from LA. And they have a huge fashion show in Monroeville at the in Monroeville.
God's country.
So it's at the DoubleTree, and it's supposed to be a pretty big event. So they
Nice.
travel
How'd
all
you get
over.
involved with that?
The director of the show contacted me and asked me if I would
What an
be
honor.
a designer for the show, and I said absolutely. And it's a wonderful organization, and there's women, just embracing, hair loss and making it something beautiful. So
Sure.
I love to be a part of things like that. So I was
Very inspiring.
very, very pleased to be a part of it. So
Well, good luck to you.
thank you.
And I hope it's a great event.
It will be
The 15th,
15th
Doubletree.
at
Roadhouse.
7 p.m.
Smoking Jim be there. That's right down from his house.
You should come.
I'm a jitney.
See, there he goes again. He's just making up random stuff there.
It was the cake.
No, he was like that before the cake.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Here, have another slice. What's happening? No, we're okay. What's happening after the 15th then?
What is happening
Do you have
after the
plans
15th?
then, or
Well, there's Model Week Pittsburgh, so
when is that?
well, that's actually Wednesday, so that's actually before Sunday. But
You mean this Wednesday?
yes, but I'm just styling some models for Wednesday.
The 11th.
Yes, the 15th is the big show. That's the big one. So it's times like these you get, you're busy and just trying to make sure, your
You'd
look
probably
is.
enjoy it.
I do. I love it. Bringing it's like an art form. You just bring, what you have in your mind and you put it on,
How did you
as a
learn
woman.
to design clothes?
By dressing my children.
Really?
Yes, I mean I was a stay-at-home mom, and I just.
You'd have a vision and cut it out and put it together? or-
Well, my son was a child that didn't like to wear sleeves, and my daughter was a child that didn't like to wear pants. So you learn to just kind of.
So they made long shirts
adjust.
without sleeves.
Not exactly, but
That sounds like what I would have done.
But you just learn to adapt, and that's something that I did. So I just started just making things that were things they wanted to wear, and these things weren't offered, and I made that happen, and it just went from there. And then
That's
after
great.
I had my hysterectomy, and my life changed completely, I started doing things for myself and things that.
So you
I
made
wanted.
clothes for yourself then?
Yes, I did.
So kids first, then your clothes.
Yes,
Then clothes for others.
exactly. See,
How'd I do?
you did great.
Thank you.
Did so good.
I'm just trying to follow here.
I want to make some for Jim next.
Thank you.
Yeah.
5X.
No.
All right, I exaggerated by 1X, 4X. I'll make you a bet.
You want to?
4X.
4X? I'm not going to bet you.
All right. You know I got serious on that.
You're like, 4X.
No doubt about it. What's your shop hours?
Well, they're kind of tweaking these days because I've been
Why?
doing more personal styling.
What
And
does
that's
that
been
mean?
keeping me really, really busy. They just, I have some ladies that call me up, and I am actually going into their home, and
Well, that's great.
we go through their closets, and then we turn outfits into clothes that they were going to throw away. So, just having that extra eye, to say, well, why not put this with this or pair this with this? And then next thing you know, you have
A new wardrobe.
a brand new wardrobe out of an existing wardrobe, and who wouldn't have thought?
I wouldn't have thought.
I wouldn't have thought.
It's working out.
I mean, somebody gave me an orange dress once, and I said, orange? Like, really? Yes. So, and it's
What
beautiful.
happened?
It's absolutely beautiful. So, sometimes you just
what'd
need
you
that
do to
extra. I put it on.
That made it beautiful.
Well,
Makes sense.
thanks. But sometimes you just need that extra, that eye that you don't necessarily have for yourself. We get into
Blake is
comfortable
rocking
and
orange. My man Blake.
Smoking Jim doesn't miss too much.
My godson.
One of 99. It keeps accumulating. Well, congratulations again. Thanks for
Thank you
telling
very
some
much.
of your story.
Appreciate
Good
it.
luck on the 15th. Good
All
luck
right,
on the
thank you.
11th.
Thank you.
Smoking Jim, former WWE superstar Darren Young will be on that card the 28th. A brother, by the way, will be on the card at Belmont Arena, West Catania. Hey, I want to congratulate the entire class of 2018 in the Pittsburgh Sportsline Hall of Fame. Let's give it up for all of them. Thank you guys so much for letting me be part of this. It's always a pleasure.
You're welcome. You're
Thank
welcome.
you. Take them home, T-Mac.
We end every show with Stay Joey Strong.